Making sure the mic's on. Hey, welcome to Travel Snacks live stream. I'm Allison Sharpe, your snacking host without snacks. But I do have a nice, refreshing pink lemonade that I got the little packets at the Dollar Tree. So that's delightful. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm not prepared today. I'm gonna put my glasses on. What's happening here? Welcome. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to see so many of my favorite people, the snack packers in the family in the house. Grant's in the house. Hello, Snack Pack. Grant's our moderator, and he's been with us for a long time and does a great job in the chat. So if you have any questions that I miss, I'm sure he can answer. Welcome, Tammy. Tammy's another faithful, loyal snack packer. Thank you for being here, Tammy. Hey, Rose. A lot of faces, or not faces, but icon faces and names that I just love to see. I set an alarm, so I'm actually on time. Oh, I love it. Also, can you guys hear me? Because I don't have my headphones on. Hey, Rebecca's in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Lori's in the house. I have enjoyed listening to your South American travel stories. Ooh, awesome. Hey, Julie and Pennell D. Hey, Tracy Gale and Corky. TJ's in the house. I cleaned up a little bit. That on the floor right there is, I'm charging one of my little ring light thingies. But you know what? It just is what it is. Hey, Marvel's grandma. And the least of these, yo. Hey, TJ, I'm glad you caught the live as well. Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay, awesome. JD's in the house from South Central New Mexico. Hey, Judith. Hey, Diamond Butterflies in the house. Also, if you guys see a little star icon next to anyone's name, those are our Munch Bunch members. And if you want to become a member, you could just hit the $sign and it'll let you sign up for one of the little segments or whatever. Welcome, welcome. TJ, I've been watching your new vids on travel. Love it. Awesome. Hey, Liz. The Wanda 047. Good evening. I love watching your videos. Awesome. We do as we must. Yes. Hey, D in the house. Welcome, everybody, on a fun Friday evening. Now, I will say that today I do have a hard out at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 1 hour from when this started because this is, listen, I'm in Vegas now, so I'm a party girl, and when I say that, I just really mean that, a friend of Ivana's is having a birthday party at like a Thai food restaurant, and then that restaurant has karaoke, so it's really, like, not, you know, like a club or anything. But, I have to get going on that because we RSVP'd that we would be there. So that's exciting, and look at I'm wearing fancy earrings. I'm not wearing this. I have like a little cute little like jumpsuit. And I got this off the Temu. And then also look what I got on Temu. I thought like, okay, I got a quick story about Temu. This was only like $2. Look at, could you see the bling? What's happening here? $2. Not even, I think it was like $1.47. I mean, my arm might fall off, turn green, but I look cute for now. Quick little story about Temu. I have a love-hate relationship with it because I keep going on and finding like cute little things that I kind of don't need. And then I get some of it and I'm like, oh, this is junk. But then some of it's really great, like and nice. Like I have so much stuff. I got this on Temu. This is just like a, whatever you want to call it. Portable power tap. They call it a portable power tap. But surge protector type situation was like $10. Now I know I can get this at Walmart or whatever, but it has like the USB in there. What else did I get? Just a bunch of stuff, little dumb things. Whatever. I don't have it all here, but these are just those little things that you could put your wires in so that you can not have cords and wires everywhere. This is like so cheap, like less than $1. and it's got like the nice whatever. Anyway, we're not talking about Timu today. I just was excited because I got some cute things. Anyways, welcome, and I'm happy to see you guys, honestly. I was really looking forward to this live stream. It's been a wild and wacky week and quite interesting. So, I'm going to tell you a quick story, and then you know what I think we're going to do, because we haven't done it in a long time, and I feel like we all just need like a little shakeup. It's coming, like, are we in summer yet? Is it officially summer yet? I don't know when that happens, but I think we just need to, like, kind of get back to playing some games and having some fun, and it's just whatever. So, anyways, hey, hat down tight, Friday evening lunch break. Awesome. Thanks, TJ. Gardener Earth Guy, women are loving Timu. It's taking over. Rose, karaoke is what we call Oklahoma pallbearers. Oh, how funny. I didn't know about that. Feels like summer here. I had to turn on my AC. Yes, we have been running the AC. Oh, June 21st is the first day of summer. I did not know it was that late. Well, here in the desert, it feels like summer already. Um, okay, June 21st, Maya. Thank you. Grant says it's 88. Oh, dang. It's been pretty hot here. Uh, but let me just tell you what's been going on this week. And you're either going to think I'm crazy, which you guys, if you've been watching for a while, you probably already know that I'm a little crazy, or you're going to be like, I get it. I think especially like the women, and I don't know, like I don't like to like stereotype, but I think more women are overthinkers than men, but I could be wrong. Statistically, I don't know. Um, but I want to share this. And listen, this channel is about keeping it real. And I think by me sharing some of the stuff that I share, I think some people sometimes they're like, "Oh, we're sick of hearing all your stuff that's going on in your life." But then the people that actually like the channel and like our community, I think it connects us in a way. So I'm gonna tell you what's been going on this week. Then I think we're just gonna play, some games, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Let's see. 90s in Texas, I believe that. So happy we have central air now. Oh my gosh. What did you do before that? That's oh my goodness. Rose, it was over 90. Okay. Stella and Damo. Our summer starts in December. Where are you at? December. That's a late summer. Wanda says it's in the 50s in Ventura County. Ooh, that sounds delightful. Hey, Eunice, be careful in Las Vegas. Look up crime stats. Uh, yes, there can be a lot of crime in parts of Las Vegas. I mean anywhere really, but um, where me and my friend Ivana live, it's not. It's like 20 minutes from the strip, so it's not in the. It's in a nicer area. It's not like fancy or anything, but it's definitely like in a nicer area. Um, TJ, I lived in Vegas for 3 years, 6, 7, and 8th grade, mid 70s. Oh, awesome. Rose, you're so sweet. I'm not sick of hearing. That's so sweet. Um, Stella and Dama, I'm still mentally recovering from lockdown. Oh, Sydney, Australia. Oh yeah, yeah, I bet. Yeah, that's crazy. It really is delightful. Oh, you sweated a whole bunch, Grant? That sounds likely. Also, Grant, real quick. Uh, Grant and his wife Jackie sent me a bunch of snacks a few weeks ago, and I brought some of it back here to the apartment for Ivana, and it was just like kind of on the counter, but I had forgot to put out the little like potato sticks. And so today I was making a salad and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put some of these potato sticks, these hickory sticks on my salad as like a crouton, if you will. And basically, they're like shoestring potatoes that we have in America, but they have like a hickory flavor. So, anyways, I sprinkled some on, and then I showed her the bag, and she's like, "You're holding out," and I was like, "No, here, share." And so she tried it. And she's like, "Oh my gosh!" So she now sprinkled some on her salad, and now she's hooked. So she's also a fan of the hickory sticks, and she's also going on a little mini vacation in July, and she's taking the whole bag of peaches. I gave her a whole bag. So anyways, the snacks are a hit. The hits keep coming with the snacks. So thank you again for that. It's delicious. The food, the snacks from Canada do not disappoint. But what is disappointing, let's segue into my talk today, is that okay, so those of you that come onto this live stream, it's awesome because you guys get to hear like kind of what's going on in my mind like in real time. And so I've been obviously transitioning kind of out of like full-time van life. Not that I'm not going to do some travel content, but just kind of thinking about what I'm going to do next. And what I want to do is bring back my podcast, but have it be like travel related and, funny stories and people coming on the show and, talking about travel and food and, just interesting things, fun, lighthearted, and, and as I said, still like sightseeing, showing things in Vegas. There's lots of places I can go in my van around here, like that's not even far. Like even like Arizona, Utah's not that far. So there's still plenty of travels that I can do. So it would just be like a more well-rounded channel as opposed to just van life content. Well, YouTube doesn't really love that because now they just don't know where to place me. You would think they would just put me like in a travel category, but they really want you to niche down because I get it. When my videos drop, they want to be able to be like, okay, who are we sending this video to? Who likes this type of content? But if they don't know what type of content it is, they're like, cool, whatever. So here's my crazy mental situation that goes on in my mind. And then I'm going to tell you an update from my health as well, like something that I found out that you're going to be like, what the heck? It's a medical mystery. It's a medical mystery. I'm like, I really can't even believe it. So basically, I was having a breakdown, which I think I talked about last week, and then Ivana helped me. She's like, "Just hit record and just start recording something. People that love you are gonna love you. People that don't love you are who cares? Who cares?" And so I did. I created 2 new content videos, and I was gonna announce in those 2 videos, like, "Surprise! Travel Snacks Podcast is back, but it's season 2," which now there's a surprise. You guys are here, and you guys are getting to know that there is gonna be a season 2, but it's gonna be different. Different than season 1 because season 1 was all about my South American journey. So, I think Saturday, I went to upload the first episode of season 2, and then I was like, "Well, wait a minute now. If anybody comes to watch the Travel Snacks podcast playlist, then they're gonna see season 2, but then they're gonna be like, 'But where's season 1?'" So I really feel like in order to give people value and just, like, make it easy for them, I need to put all 28 episodes on YouTube as opposed to just being in, like, Apple and Stitcher and Google Podcasts. I felt like I needed it to be complete, like, it had to make sense. I'm telling you, this is not I mean, this is the way my brain works. It's like it almost has to go in order. And for it to just start with season 2 and people be like, "Where's season 1?" I don't know why at the time I just didn't think that if anyone asked, I'd be like, "Hey, it's on every podcast platform. It's still up and you can listen to it." But I don't know. I just felt like I had to do more because I'm working through trying not to have to push myself to do the most, but for whatever reason, on Saturday, I was like, okay, let me just really quickly download the 28 episodes from the place where I upload the podcasts and then just post all of them and then put them unlisted or not unlisted, but just put them as like, yeah, I guess unlisted so that if people, well, that doesn't make sense. I was just going to put them up there and then just have like one picture just showing on the video. So then I start downloading it and then I start putting a picture and I'm like, well, what would be cool is if I just put a picture of like wherever I'm talking about. So like if the episode's about Peru, I'll just put a picture of Peru and it'll just be one stationary, stagnant, whatever the word is, static image. But then I'm like, that's not enough. You have footage. So then I started digging into all my folders and files, on whatever, on my thing. And I'm like, "Oh, you could just start putting all the stuff on there." And then I was like, "Oh, wait, like, you're gonna really need to, like, splice it up and, make it make sense, and, you're gonna have to go through all your pictures and videos and, like, make it." So, of course, I had posted that on the community tab that I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna remix this," and it's a great idea, it's a cool idea, and then I started editing it and putting it out, and, like, the people that enjoyed it, but it was, like, very few views comparatively to my other stuff, which is fine, and I get it because I know that my channel's in transition, so mentally, I'm pretty prepared for that, like a dip in the numbers. But I was, like, working like a crazy person all week to try to fit all this footage in, and it's not in just one folder. It's in, like, it's on an external hard drive is some of it, and on my phone is some of it, and on my computer in another folder is some of it. So I was, like, working for, like, 8 or 10 hours just to splice this together, and then I'm like, most of this footage is in, like, the little, like, portrait mode that you would put on Instagram, and I didn't really realize that when I made the announcement that I'm gonna do all 28 days. So by the time I had done, like, 4 or 5, I was like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing the most?" And it was fun to look back and see it, and I know some of you really enjoyed it, of, like, seeing the footage from it, but also I was thinking, like, it's almost like watching somebody's home videos from their travels, and I know you guys care about me, and that's fine and everything, I love you guys, but also, I kinda was like, I wanna show, like, what's new and exciting and what I'm doing now and what I'm exploring and seeing here in Vegas and other things, like new things, like I'm about to head to New York in a couple weeks, and I wanna show that, and, I wanna talk about things that are happening right now in the world, and I wanna, just talk about comments that you guys have and have guests on, and I wanna just be, like, in the moment. I want to share, like, what's happening in my lifestyle today or in my life today. Um, and it was cool to look back, but I was like, if I have to do 28 of these, that's going to be like so much. And there's lots of people that probably didn't like that. And so I was like, I think I need to make a decision of like, I'm going to keep going on this. So I was like, here you go. You started a thing and then you failed, and you know, people are probably like getting sick of all your shenanigans. And then I was like, told myself, I need to stop saying, about the negative because, and this is what I wanted to talk about is I did fail. And the point of my story is I'm not going to keep going on that. It just is what it is. I've uploaded the 5 videos and I still have the footage. And I think what I would do is like in the future, like if I am talking about like whatever topic, and then I'll be like, "Oh," and then, that a similar thing happened to me in Brazil, and then I can show the footage then, like, little clips then. I don't have to show, like, every single little smallest detail of all the things, you know? So, unfortunately, I'm not gonna keep going with the remix, and some people will be disappointed, but I think some people were disappointed with me doing that remix, and at the end of the day, it just comes down to like we talked about before, is that you can't please everybody. And the reason I'm not that upset is because, and this is what I want to convey, and I know a lot of you already know this, and a lot of you live by these principles or whatever, is that to me, to not try something is the failure, is the permanent failure. But to try something and either decide that's not for me or that didn't work, what can I learn from it? Is a failure in a sense, but it's not a permanent failure. It's like you failed at that one task or you know, I don't even want to say like it is fail, like it is a fail because it's done. Like I didn't do what I said I was going to do. But it's also just more so like a learning opportunity. And there's I hear so many people telling me, "Oh, I can't do this or I can't do that. What if I did that? And if people hated it or if I traveled and I didn't like it or if I, quit my job and then I couldn't find another job." And it's like there's so many things that we could say and make excuses for, and I think a lot of it is like hinders us because we're worried about failing and disappointing. And I just decided that if I keep going on doing this remix, once I realized, you know what, I don't really enjoy doing this. Like I thought I did. Like in the first couple, I was like, this is so fun. I remember when I recorded this, blah, 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 blah. And it is fun. But to end up spending like 8 to 10 hours a day trying to find footage and put it together like it's a motion picture movie, I was like, I mean, no, I'm not going to do that. So, anyways, moral of my story is I think it's okay to try things. I think it's okay to fail at things. And it's just going to be what it's going to be. The other thing to this is that I realized that I want to lean in more so to my faith in God. And I do talk about God and Jesus and stuff on my channel. But I want to I feel like sometimes like when I just talk about, you know, whatever, let's just say like travel. Like travel is not the end all be all of life. It is exciting and it is something I think people should do. And I think I've learned probably the most of anything in my life from traveling, not in just for myself, but also just seeing how to interact with other people and how wonderful other people are and bringing other people together. I think travel is amazing. And also, I love talking about food and how that brings people together and how people come together talking about food and all those things are great and all like I'm going to keep talking about those things cuz I think those are things that unites people, travel and food. This is why one of the reasons I named it travel snacks. But at the end of the day, my faith is very important to me and that is my identity. That's like my most priority thing in my life. So I'm not like saying I'm going to make this like a, Christian Bible channel. Um, not that I haven't thought about it, but I want to talk about more about stuff that I'm learning and interesting things and we do have a lot of snack packers that, share the same faith and stuff. And I just want to talk more about things that I love and enjoy and not in a pushy way, but just in a way that's encouraging. And then people can take from there, like you would do, like anyone would do, is like take it or leave it or take it and be like, what do I believe about that? And how does that relate into my life? Because I think there's just too many, I would just say like there's too many people that are feeling lonesome or like an outcast or that nobody else understands or there's no love or concern or care in the world for anybody. And I just feel called to talk more about stuff that's just encouraging or like, food for thought type of things is like, this is what I'm learning or this is what I'm hearing about or this is my take on certain things and to bring other people on to talk about things too. So, anyways, long story short is I feel like I did fail at the podcast remix, but you guys got to see a little bit of my journey through South America visually, and now I can move on to current affairs, current things that are happening in my life, current travels, current things, exciting things, you know, um, and it's just going to continue to be an experiment. And real life is an experiment. Every person's life is an experiment. You could be like, have a job today, quit and find a new job, and that's an experiment. You're just testing the waters to see if you'll be happy doing this or happy doing that or, you know, everybody's basically in an experiment of their own life. So, I'm going to keep experimenting, finding things that I love and enjoy that I want to share, and I'm certain other people will love it too. It's just a matter of YouTube, figuring out what that is. So, let me read some of these comments and let's see. Rose says, I miss Canadian chocolate. Eunice says, epic venison snacks are great, keto friendly. Oh, interesting. We're happy to hear Ivana is enjoying the snacks too. Yes, yes, yes. Heard they have good taco trucks there in Vegas. I haven't tried the taco trucks yet. Not just taco trucks, which I love tacos, but food trucks are on my list uh, to just try out some different food trucks out here because I love a good food truck. So I'll have to check out the taco trucks. Would you travel to Canada again? Such a pretty place, never been yet. Yes, that's definitely somewhere that I want to go. I just need to figure out like timing wise, like you know when I'm doing what because I'm leaving for New York on the 24th, and I'll be gone a month. And then when I get back, I have some things that I want to do, and then I think I mentioned this, but me and Ivana are considering traveling to somewhere internationally. So I do love Canada and I do want to go back. Um, I just don't know when that would be. Yes, if you're on this live stream, make sure that you put a like on it so that YouTube does know that you still love live streams. Um, Also, if you're on here and you've never subscribed, we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. That's like a goal of mine for this year. And that's exciting. So, I mean, if you're new and you are considering the subscribe, just go ahead and just, hit that. Um, du-du-du-du-du-du-du. Joseph, we all loved your van stuff. I'm sure you did. It's exciting, I just got burnt out of it. So, not to say that I won't do anything in the future, but for now, I mean, I have my van still. So, like when I do stuff and do field trips and stuff, it'll be in my van. So it's not all lost. Um, Amen, says D. Rose, any idea the cause of the fires? Oh, you're asking Grant. I saw where it looked like there was about 6 that started all the same time. Holy moly. Rose, Allison, I love you. So whatever you do, I'm going to watch. Failure is just a new beginning. Oh, thank you, Rose. I've had so many wonderful, beautiful comments like that that it just keeps me going. So when I'm like feeling a little bit like, oh, like I don't know if I'm going to lose a lot of people, but I just know that there's so many wonderful hearted people that there's lots of people that are sticking around, and that just makes me feel very blessed. Um, the ones that, like, are so mind-boggling to me is there was a couple comments, like, especially there was one that was like, "I'm uh, I'm done with this channel after 2 years," and I'm like, "Why?" And to me, I'm like I mean, I maybe they just didn't like not seeing band stuff, but I'm just thinking, is that how it's like some people, like, are I mean, I don't know how to say this. It's like, you do know YouTube is regular people, right? I'm not saying that actors aren't real people, but they're actually, like, in a movie acting, but, like, YouTube are just regular, basic people that have come on to share whatever their topic is. So, it's not TV, like a television show. I mean, I know that we all watch YouTube kind of as, like, a form of entertainment, but it's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir, that I've let you down, that my life is not entertainment for you anymore." Go ahead and subscribe, it's fine. But it just made me think, like, even on my end, the YouTube channels that I like to watch a lot of Dollar Tree DIYs and, Temu hauls or whatever, and I like to watch stuff about AI, and it's like I have to constantly remind myself, like, these people are putting a lot of effort into their channels and to, like, make sure to hit the like button on their channels and to make sure that I subscribe or make a comment because I'm consuming, but what am I giving back to the person that's giving me this content? Like something to take my mind off of the day, or, just like I watch YouTube a lot when I am ready to fall asleep, just to like, calm my mind down and stuff. So it's just funny to me when people make comments like, I'm leaving, you're not in your van anymore. You're not doing this, you're not that doing that. And it's like a demand. It's like an entitled demand, like, "How dare you change what I love to watch?" Sorry, sir, that my life is my life. I don't know. Just it's just whatever. So, I just think it's funny when I see those comments, um, and it's just whatever. But there's so many people, the snack pack, that I know is just, come together and we have a little family here. So it's just really encouraging. So keep those good comments coming for me and for each other because it really does. It really does help. Yeah, it is sad about all the fires in Canada. And um, it's just sad when any kind of tragic thing happens in, different areas of the world that's really unavoidable. Um, so prayers definitely for anyone that's getting affected by that. Joseph says, "Wow, that's a lot of time to put together content." Yes, it is. And it's some of it is fun, because you're looking back and you're getting the content, but then at a certain point I'm like, "Bro, that's a lot." Rose says, "I believe God will honor you for that, Allison." Yes. Amen to that. Seek first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness. That's what I read today. And I just need to make sure that I'm staying close to God. One pool. You can put together a retrospective later. Keep doing your new thing. Whoop, whoop. Yes. That's what I kind of think too. Like, or even a retrospective in like one video. But like to do 28, I don't know. My brain. Oh, okay. So let me tell you about my medical stuff because that'll makes a little. Some of this makes sense. And then we're gonna play. Then we'll play a couple games. Randy, hey, Travel Snacks, how's your week been? It's been good. It's been good. Rose says, one of my favorite gardening vlogs, I don't know, was primarily a gardening vlog. I came across one of her devotional vlogs first. I was pleasantly surprised to see a garden content from it. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I'm sorry, Gold Heart. Well, the good news is, uh, the new content, it's going to be variety and it'll have some really cool things. And if there's stuff you guys want to see in the new content, please feel free. I love the feedback. Because I'm just gonna keep going with what I enjoy doing. But if there's something specific besides full-time van life, please let me know. So I know that some people will be disappointed in the series, but I'll still put some like clips, of my old podcast and the new stuff. It's just not gonna be. I'm not gonna spend my all my videos on the old footage. Eunice, some full-time peeps are going 50-50 now. Too hot in summer for sure. Yes. I'm so glad I'm not in the van for the summer. Hey, Consuelo, how are you? Eunice, getting a rig that plugs in or goes off road would be great. That would take care of those 100-degree summers to plug into power. Yes, true, true. Hey, Graceful Blessed. Hello, hello. Hey, Grandma D, how are you? Rosa, some people are just ugly and not being face to face just brings out the ugly. Yeah. Sorry, Goldheart. Joseph, I think some aren't used to different content. They like your other stuff. It's a transition. Yes. And that's okay. Grandma D, sorry I hit send by accident. I want to say that I did enjoy the remix, but I understand what you're saying. I know you're trying to find footing again in a new realm. Thank you so much. I appreciate that comment. Truly. I really do. Oh, Diamond Butterfly, thank you so much for the little emojis. Also, I see you guys hitting those hearts, and I appreciate that. Wonder if I could do it from my end. Let's see. Hey. Oh, look at that. I can even do it. Those are me putting up those hearts. Oh, that's pretty cool. Thank you for the hearts. For those, I think it's on Apple products like MacBook computers, iPhones. There's like a little icon, like a heart icon, and you can hit the hearts and you can do little emojis, and it's really sweet. And I appreciate the hearts. I think it also lets YouTube know that you guys are liking certain parts of this, so it's really cool. So thank you for that. You should only spend time that you want to. Thank you so much. Goldar, I'll love you whatever you do, sweetie. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. I appreciate that. I know it's hard when I let people down. I'm like, I'm trying this and people are like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that anymore." So I do know that's disappointing. So I appreciate you being flexible. TJ, yes, I bet you're glad to not be in the heat in the van. Oh, trust. I'm so happy about that. Linda in Texas. Hello, everybody. Whatever videos you put up are interesting and fun. Thank you so much. Beth Amarine. Hey, Beth. Jody Sweet G. Got my t-shirt today. New snack packer here last 3 weeks or so. So a donut man run in SoCal. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's awesome. Brandy, Android phones what Android phones can do the hearts as well. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that because I don't have an Android. So that's cool. Wait, no hearts for Android devices. It's discrimination. Oh, so I don't know which is which. Can you do it or no? Eunice, I love your roomies art. Wonder if they have cool art museums in Vegas. I've only been once. I'm sure they do have some museums in Vegas. Saved by grace. God bless you, sister in Christ. Amen. Amen. I love it. Jane, how are you? I tune in at 7:21, so I'm watching from the beginning. I prefer watching podcasts on YouTube as I prefer watching facial expressions and body language while listening. Yes. So the new content that I'm doing will be a video podcast. So it will be on, I'm going to put it on the podcast platforms for people to just listen to the audio, but on YouTube, you'll get the video and the audio. And I think maybe Spotify has video too, so I'll put it up there, I think. Stay tuned. Hey, I can put the hearts with my Samsung. Okay. Maybe let Grant know so he'll know and then we can share that. Linda in Texas, don't be so hard on yourself. You're great. Thank you so much. My mom always says that to me. She's like, you're so hard on yourself. She's always said that to me since I was a little kid. So I think it's just like something that I strive to be, do the best that I can. But I appreciate that. Sorry, do a donut man run. What is that? I love donuts. Brandy Franklin, I'm on a Motorola Android phone and can do the hearts. Oh, okay. Let us know how. I have an Android, and this is the first time I've seen those emojis. Just came in, and we'll catch up. Okay, awesome. Welcome, Beverly. He's located in SoCal. Oh, that's awesome. I'm easy and like watching whatever you want to create. Thank you so much. Listen to your mom, both of you, Beverly and Rose. That's so sweet. I know I should. She's got some good logical things she said over the years, like everything in moderation, don't be so hard on yourself, the classics, the classics. Hey, James, I'm sure Grant will tell you. Brandy, it's at the bottom right of the chat part of the screen. Oh, okay. So Grant sees it now. Okay, cool. So you guys can do it on all the phones. But by the way, are you going to New York for a month or exploring some of New York State as well? I'm going to New York, like New York City. I'm dog watching for a friend. So she lives in Manhattan. So we'd be staying in her place for a month. So I won't be able to go too far, venture out because I am watching her dogs. So I can go out for little day things, but I won't be, and I'll be flying there. So I won't have my van. But I'm going to get into something, probably some really good food and just show like what I'm seeing and what I'm experiencing in New York. I'm actually really excited about it. So yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be fun. Stay tuned. Maybe other phone just needs an update. Yes. Let's see. Greta goes onward. James, catch up with the yes, yeah. Greta, thank you. ZE, where can I pick up free rocks? I don't know. Sounds fun, Allison. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so let's see. I just want to give you a quick medical update. So last time I talked to you, I was telling you that I did blood work and that I did an MRI and I couldn't really read the MRI. I think that's where we left off. For those of you that don't know or that are new, I've been having severe rib and spine back pain, like really, really bad. And I found out like a couple months ago that I have 2 fractured ribs, which I don't know how I got. And so they did a bone density test that came back within range. They said I do not have any concern for, osteoporosis. They said my hip maybe has like getting close to osteopenia, which is the step before osteoporosis. But they said your bones look solid from the bone density test. They said that my calcium was normal, but my PTH, which is the parathyroid, is too high, which I'm just not a medical doctor here, but I'm just going to tell you that means that somehow the calcium is getting into your blood or there's too much something in your blood. So if those are elevated, you'd have to get one of your parathyroids surgically removed. But the biggest mystery, which I'll tell you, well, let me finish that thought. So with the parathyroid, he sent it to endocrinology, which is the doctors that deal with hormones. They want me to take vitamin D supplements because my vitamin D was deficient, pretty low. They want me to take vitamin D to see if that will, like, regulate my parathyroid. But check this out. So the normal person should get, I think he said, like, 1,000 whatever I use or whatever, I don't know what the measurement is, 1,000 somethings per day. So he prescribed D2 ergosacrificol or whatever. You're not ready. It's 50,000 IUs, which regular is 1,000. This one he prescribed is 50,000. And at first, my doctor's like, you need to take, he prescribed 12 D2 pills. And he said only once a week because they're 50,000. Then endocrinology wrote him back and said, no, she needs to take 3 a week for 4 weeks instead of 1 a week for 12 weeks. So now I'm going to be taking 150,000 IUs a week because endocrinology was concerned about my vitamin D level. Well, vitamin D deficiency, if it's very low, can affect all kinds of things, your bones, your mental clarity, your hair, thinning, um, what else? Your sleep, uh, a lot of things. And I was like, whoa, could you even believe, like, if I start taking these vitamin D things that he gave me, and that a lot of this will just start being better. If this was just me not having, like, enough vitamin D, can you even? That's gonna be like, "What the heck?" But so today was my first vitamin D 50,000, whatever. So of course, it's just day 1, so I don't really know, but that's pretty promising. And so the reason I brought that part up is because I really do feel like I have had, like, mental, what's the opposite of clarity? Mental cloudiness. I've been depressed. I've been, like, more anxious. These are not traits that I typically stay in, but I've just been, and this has been going on for a while. And we talked about it on this channel before where, when I was in the van towards the end, I was crying. I thought that was just because I was just kind of missing people and, but I'm thinking, maybe medically there's something going on, and that's why I'm feeling so down and, low and stuff like that. Because I'm not the type of person that likes to stay in depression. I'm not saying depression is a choice for everybody, but when you have chemical situations, it could really affect you as a person. So I'm really kind of hoping that by me really pumping up this vitamin D, that maybe some of these symptoms will go away. And then he said, after the 4 weeks, I need to just go on. He wants me to go on, or the endocrinology wants me to go on 2,000 IUs a day and 1,200 calcium, whatever, 1,200 something of calcium because they work together. So that's very promising. And then after I'm done with these 12 uh, D2s, then he wants to repeat the blood work. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that pans out. So I'll have to do that after I get back from New York in terms of getting the retest. But here's the medical mystery. When they did the MRI, it came back and I couldn't read it. I didn't know all the weird things that it was saying. But they found out that not only do I have 2 fractured ribs, but there's a fracture in my spine. I'm like, "Bro, how do I have all these fractures?" And no wonder I'm hurting. No wonder my back and my ribs are in so much pain. He said it is a thin fracture, but it's in my T9. So I have a fractured spine and 2 fractured ribs. And he called me yesterday on a video call and he's like, I just don't understand how you have these fractures. And I'm like, me neither. I don't know. There was no traumatic event that I can recall. And he said that my spine, it's supposed to be a rectangle. And he said my spine, like, he said something like it dips forward, and he said that could be just like the way your spine is built. But he's like, you will see that if you see that in patients where they get in a car wrecks and they're like flung forward and then back, like their spine, does that. But he was like, yours is like that. And he's like, and obviously we don't know if that's just the way it is or from some kind of injury. But he's like, it's just odd to me. And then they found some sort of like, I forget, it's called hemagenoma, or I don't know what it's called. Honestly, I can't remember the name of it. Um, but they said that could be concerning. So they also found some bulging discs, but he's like, it's minor bulging discs. So he's like, not like something to be super, super worried about. But anyways, he ordered he ordered a CT scan. Um, so I have to go back to California and get my CT scan of that because they want to see like in the MRI why that section like lit up or whatever. Uh, so that's a little concerning, but I'm not gonna let my mind dwell on that. Uh, so I just find this really weird. And he finds my doctor's like, I really just cannot understand, you know, how your bones are just magically fracturing with nothing. And I'm like, I don't know. And I'm wondering if he thinks I'm lying. Like, maybe he thinks that I do know that I had a traumatic event and I'm just not saying it, like, as if I was in an abusive relationship or something, but I honestly and truly do not remember having any. I didn't get into a car accident. I don't have a boyfriend to hit me. So, like, I don't have any abusive relationships, you know? Unless my Snoopy doll was beating me in the middle of the night, I don't have a traumatic event. I mean, I drive a lot, or I was driving a lot back then. I did paint my van, and that was physical labor, during the time when this started, and I also got my hysterectomy. But none of those things I can't imagine would fracture bones, especially since he said my bones are strong. I just don't get it. So, I'm one of those medical mystery shows. I don't know. So, that's the update. And let me read some of these comments, and then um, we're going to just play a couple little games. Joseph, if we have nothing, we have good food. Oh, are you from New York? Yes. Jody, Sweet G, Uncle Mario's Pizza in Manhattan, New York. Ooh, I cannot wait for the pizza. Thanks, Shane, for the little emoji. Wanda says, travel locally. Yes, yes. I do. There's lots of things that I'm planning to check out around Vegas. And yeah, I'm excited about that. Saved by Grace. Nice. Glad you're coming here, watching you from Glendale, New York City. You should come visit the church. Oh, how far is that from Manhattan? Because I don't know where that is. Drop with Wonder Hussy. I would love to meet Wonder Hussy. If I could somehow connect with her, that'd be really cool. So maybe I don't know how. Maybe I'll just drop her a message. I don't know. Jaleesa, 15 minutes of sun is better than vitamin D. So I was doing that, Jaleesa. I would make it a point I had the app called D Minder where it tells you when's the highest level of vitamin D when like usually it's around noon or 12:30 in the afternoon. And I would go out for 15 to 20 minutes, but I still was not getting enough vitamin D. Now I'm not gonna say I did it every single day, but I wasn't getting enough vitamin D. And so he's like, you have to like you're deficient. You have to get it. So unfortunately, I was like, you know what? I just need to like raise that quickly. Eunice, not fun to get old. Hormones get wrecked. Study up and stay well. Take MK7 with D3. I'll check into that. Greta, D2 is a precursor to D. Yes. Yes, do D3 and also K. Yeah, it's a lot. Whoa. Glad there's a non-invasive option to begin with. Yes, and that's the thing is, like, I don't want them to just cut my parathyroid out if this can be resolved with vitamin D. So, brain fog. That's what I was trying to say. So, I probably have brain fog, and that's why I couldn't even think of what brain fog is called. Eunice, I take high quality D3, not low quality. D3 is a hormone researcher. Yes. So after I finish these 50,000 D2s, he wants me to get a high quality D3. That does seem like a lot. I'm going outside for a walk to get some now. Yeah, definitely get your vitamin D. Most Americans are vitamin D deficient. Make sure you get out in the sun and get your vitamin D. But if you are deficient, maybe for a short time, try to supplement just so you get it. Keep an eye on your kidneys. Yes, I was looking up the side effects and stuff from taking so much. I asked my doctor, I was like, what are the side effects if you get too much vitamin D?" And he's like, "Well, it'll be like mental confusion and nausea." And I'm like, "Well, I already have mental confusion." He's like, "Well, if you start to feel nauseous, like pull back, maybe do it two a week, and then you'll do that for like what 6 weeks." Um, so whatever. So far, I feel okay. And it's just for a short time. Sounds like you have a good team. Yeah, my doctor is really good. MK7 prevent calcium going into bad places. Oh, interesting. No osteoporosis, Rose. Maybe in my back, like my lower back, because I've always had a bad lumbar. But no, they didn't find any. We care about you and everything you do. Thank you, Wanda. You're so sweet. Jadlisa, maybe the fractures are from your van life lifestyle from crawling into tight spaces and all the movement. It's possible. Like that's maybe all I can think of, like you said. Hope you can get relief from pain. Thank you so much. AI makes mistakes with imaging results sometimes too. Yes. Well, we know how to pray. Yes, indeed. Linda, there's a lot of times no explanation for spine issues. I have them, and so far I've had 7 discs removed. My best advice, move and stay active. That helps the most. God bless you. God's got this. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've been walking. So I've been going down to the treadmill here at this apartment complex. And even today I went and walked for 40 minutes. I've been just trying to walk because I'm not really supposed to be exerting too much, exercise with the fractures, but he said I can definitely walk. So I've been just doing that as much as I can. Thank you, D. I'll take all the prayers I can get. Goldheart, it's amazing that doctors are prescribing vitamins now. 2 different doctors prescribing 2 different supplements. I did have a gynecologist prescribe 500 milligrams of vitamin B6 daily for PMS long ago. It worked. Linda, if you cracked a disc, you would have felt it. Trust me. Z, eat more fruit and tender leafy vegetables. I do eat a lot of spinach and, I eat a lot of salads and I've been eating a lot of fruit. So I don't know. Greta, this is an opportunity for you. Time will tell what that is. Yes. For strong bones. Yes. Thank you, Marvel's grandma. Thanks for all the prayers. Rough. No, 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 no. No, I don't have any intimate nights. Goldheart, you poor baby, broken bones are so painful. Prayers. Thank you so much. I will say that it is feeling better than it did back a few months ago. Back a few months ago, I was literally just curled up in pain. Now it is painful, but it's doable. Like to just, like get through my day and night. Yes, I'm glad I'm getting some answers as well because that's very helpful. It's 20-minute train ride away depending on where you're staying. Oh, that's cool. I might have to check that out. Shouldn't have much trouble getting your son in Vegas. Definitely. Too super low in I am taking 1,000 international units, but doc says I need more. Yes. I know. I don't know about, I don't know any YouTube creator that reads all the comments. I know it's just something I like to do to acknowledge everybody. It's just part of my personality. So Joseph, Vegas sun is better. Nice hour long strolls. Yes. So that's basically what's going on with me. Oh my gosh. I pulled up my phone to look up a little fun game, and Tammy sent a $50 Cash App. Thank you so much, Tammy. You're a sweetheart, and I appreciate you and love you, and you're just the kindest person. So sweet and so thoughtful and loving, and I appreciate you. I appreciate all the donations and the love and the prayers. Whoa, whoa. It's an ad. Stop. That's rude. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Appreciate it. Yes. Okay, awesome. So let's see. I want to do that game. Well, what's it called? Will you press the button? So will you press the button? We're just gonna probably do 2 of these because we only have a few minutes before I have to get on with getting dressed and getting ready for this thing. But will you press the button? It's a little app that it's not even an app, it's just like a website, I think. No, it is an app. It's an app. And it asks 2 questions. And it'll ask this and then it'll say like blah blah blah, but blah blah blah. And then we have to decide collectively if we're going to press the button or if we're not going to press the button. So, let's just jump in. But I got to read them first because sometimes they're like not suitable for the camera. Oh, this is an interesting one. All right. Um, is it nice not to live in the van? Yeah, it is. It's nice to have the modern luxuries of an apartment. Sometimes I have a little teeny heartache for like my van life, but I think I had done it for so long, like for the few years that I feel like I just needed to break out of the summer van life. But yes, it is kind of nice. I can use that towards some New York pizza. Yes. Yeah, maybe I'll use all $50 on New York pizza because why not? Uh, okay, so the question is you can live in any fictional world you choose. So let's all think of a fictional world. So, like, you could live in Fred Flintstone's world. You could live in Harry Potter world. You could live in what else? Like Alice in Wonderland world. You could live in Pokemon world. You can even live in like Friends or Seinfeld. So any fictional world. So whatever. And I would just say you could probably pick what fictional character. I mean, you'd be yourself, so never mind about that. But here's the but. But you are stuck there permanently and cannot bring any friends or family with you. Will you press the button? So let's get a collective of you can choose to live in any fictional world you'd like. Any of it. Star Wars, Star Trek, you know, whatever. Planet of the Apes, any movie, show, book, any fictional, but you are permanently stuck there and you can't bring friends or family. So I would imagine, I don't think they could interact with you because I don't think you can interact with them because you're in a fictional world. Um, and let me know what fictional um world you had in your mind. Uh, Thank you, ZE. Super Mario Life. Oh, that's fun. Rose and Goldheart says no. Marvel's grandma said no. Tammy's everyone says no except for ZE. Joanne says no. Linda says nope. I want my family. And Joseph, I'll live in my world. Thanks. Linda says nope. Daniel says heck no. Joseph, no. Lori, nope, not me. Rebecca, no. Oh, that's a good one. Eight Notorious. Gilligan's Island. That's fun. Jody says friends. Yes, why not? That's fun. I forgot about Gilligan's Island, but you'd be stuck at Gilligan's Island. I mean, they did get rescued, I think, at one point, but I think they ended up back on the island. I can't remember now. Um, the Jetsons. That's a good one, but nope. Yeah. Uh, Baywatch. That's funny. Coconuts. That's funny. Although, if I was going, I'd go to Middle Earth. Interesting. These are some good ones that I didn't even think about. Outside of Amazon planet where Wonder Woman's from, nope, gotta have my people. That's a good one. I'm thinking about, like, I would like to go to, like Bridgerton times. What is that? Like, Victorian England? I don't know what they call it. Like, I think it'd be so well, if I'm in Bridgerton times, you know, the women don't have a lot of say in their futures, so I don't really love that idea, but the dresses is really beautiful. Um Brady Bunch, that's a good one. Gilligan's Island can make a radio out of coconut, but they couldn't fix a hole in the boat. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. The Jetsons. Hey, Sonia, how are you? Jody, I thought of Lord of the Rings if there are no orcs there. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, Doctor Who, that's a good one. Journey into the center of the world would be another great place to be at. Yeah. There's lots of cool fictional worlds. I think it really depends too, because like, let's just say based on what I had said about like Bridgerton, like in the really beautiful dresses, if you're like a servant, then that's not a fun fictional world to live in, but if you're like part of the royal court or whatever, then that's better. So I guess it would really like for me, no, the answer's still gonna be no, I'm not gonna leave my friends and family, but if I had to go somewhere, I think it would depend on what role I played in that fictional world, you know? Or Jasper Ford's Book World series, people can go to the real world occasionally. Oh, that's a good one. Bridgerton would be interesting unless you were the maid, yes. I would only wanna go to Bridgerton if I could marry the duke from season 1, because that's my boyfriend, that's my husband. Fight me on that, because I know every woman was like, "That's my boyfriend." No, that's my boyfriend. Dude is so good looking. Mm. Anyways, let's stay on track here. Back to the future, then I wouldn't be stuck. See, that's why you're the moderator, because that's very smart. Outlander, time travel, but still no. Yeah, time travel would be fun, but also no. Joseph, you can make your own dresses, Sound of Music. That's a good one. Star Trek, Beam Me Up, Scotty. That's a good one. Outside of Cheers with free beer. No, gotta have my people. Oh, that's a good one too. All right, let's do one more because we are at the time, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Um, so we're all gonna say no. We're not gonna press the button. So we hit no, and then it tells us 57% of the people pushed the button. Who are those people? And 43% did not press the button. I don't know who those people are. Like, who's gonna leave your friends and family? I guess if you don't have any friends or family, a fictional world would be pretty awesome, but no. Before I read this next one, I just wanna say thank you guys for being part of my journey, my experiences. Thank you for being so loving and so patient as I navigate my new chapter of my life. You guys are so supportive and so loving, not only to me but to each other. I love the prayer and everybody just being there for each other. So I just want to say thank you for putting up with all of my you know experiments and shenanigans and stuff like that. And I will continue to do my best to be you know, to be a beacon of light and, showing some cool things on Travel Snacks. So I appreciate you guys very much. All right. So, let's see. That's a dumb one. I'm not even gonna, no, I'm just gonna read this, but I'm gonna skip it because you will get any book you want for free instantly. But one random chapter in each book will be missing and you won't ever be able to read it. That's some kind of torture. That's just gonna be a no for me. So I just bought a Starbucks. Add. And while I was here, I also bought this location in Atlas Earth. No thanks. No, that was a dumb question. Okay, let's see. No, that's weird. Some of these are so I don't know when they started putting ads on this. Ooh, this is a sad one to end on, but whatever. Okay, so you are in a real life Call of Duty game and you win $1 billion if you win. But if you die in real life too. Listen, I have never played Call of Duty. I don't think that I'm good at video games. I'm not coordinated like that. I don't even know I wouldn't even know how to use the controller. So I'm out because I like living and I would probably die in the first 30 seconds because I don't know how to play Call of Duty. So for me, it's a no, but you guys might have a different opinion. So what do you guys think? Um, D says, "What?" Greta says, "Hard pass." Linda says, "Nope." Logical one. What is that you're reading from? I use icebreakers with my kids all the time. This app could be helpful. Logical one, it's called Will You Press the Button? It's an app called Will You Press the Button? But don't let your kids read it. You read the questions silently first because some of them are nasty or gross. So some of them are good, but you just have to read the questions first. Grant says, I suck at COD. Tammy, Marvel's Grandma One, Rebecca, 8 Notorious, says, no, 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 no. Linda says, everyone be blessed on your walk with the Lord. Amen, Linda. Thank you. You as well. TJ, Jody says, no. Greta says, bless you, Linda. Yes. Rose, if I'm going to be fighting, I won't waste it in a game. That's a smart point. That's a smart point. Linda in Texas, no game is worth my life. Facts. No, it's a no for me, says Robin. I'll keep my life. Randy says, seventh heaven world. Yes, if my grandson could play for me. Oh, yeah. If you know somebody like that's really good at Call of Duty, but because you get $1 billion, but I mean, one slip up and that's it. You're dead. You're graveyard dead. No, I don't play games, says Consuelo. Millie, no. Oleg is what is COD? Call of Duty. It's a video game. Logical one. Thank you. I will read them and not let the kids read them. I appreciate it. Yes. I'm not good at those games either, so it's a no. Call of Duty, yes. Oh heck no, says Brandy. Greta, wealth can't truly be measured in money. That's facts, and I love to end on that note. So it's going to be a no for me. So let's just quickly see what people said. Oh my gosh. And while I was here, let me turn the ad sound down. So 31% of people pressed the button, but 69% of people did not press the button. So most people would not take that chance. But these 31% would probably be people that are really into video games and think they can win. But I'm not going to do that. No. One slip up and I'm in heaven. I mean, that's true. Before you leave, this was fun. Have a good evening. Thank you, Jody. Thank you for being here. Call of Duty is first person shooting. God bless you all big time. Thanks, Rose. Yes. Linda says, have fun at the party. Thank you, Linda. Have a great week and a good time tonight. Thank you so much. Blessings and thanks, says Greta. Yeah, I appreciate you guys very, very much. I was going to say something and I forgot. This is what I was going to say is that on the live streams, they're going to continue to be on Friday nights. And I'm going to start trying to introduce a little more like fun topics and fun games and stuff like we used to do in the past. And they might go a little over an hour in the future, probably not by like too much, but I just want to make sure that we all have a good Friday night and it's fun and lighthearted and stuff. Especially as I'm trying to transition into new content, new topics. I'll let you guys know how everything's going, but I appreciate you guys very much for being here and for always supporting me. I love you guys very much. Continue to pray for me as I pray for you. And if someone hasn't told you, you are loved and valuable, and hold on to that. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. See you guys.